السلام عليكم, bonjour à tous. النهاردة يوم السبت. Today's Saturday. I don't know why I'm doing 3 languages. Today's Saturday. Got a shift at the hospital in acute med, and I thought I'd just shaky camera work. Thought I'd just take you guys along with me to show you what it's like in the day of acute med. So you typically start off, actually I haven't been on this ward before, but usually it's all kind of the same. So you do ward round plus post take, so if there are any new patients in the ward that were clerked, that are admitted to the ward overnight or before the ward round, and the consultant hasn't seen them yet. And then after that, I get all the jobs, or I collect the jobs throughout the ward round. I personally try to do them during the ward round just to try and stay efficient if there's like gaps in the ward round itself, or if there's time, or like the consultant's busy doing something else before we see the next patient. I'll try and get it done. Usually nurses will come up to you and ask you for to prescribe stuff or review a patient. You've got to chase bloods and scans. So there's loads of things that you'd have to do. It's not just relying on this jobs list. There's someone might come unwell and you have to go review them. So yeah, I can't show you guys everything. Probably can't show you the ward. But I thought I would just, take you guys along with me. Hi, so I'm on my break and decided to show you guys the doctor's mess at my hospital. This is actually a nice doctor's mess. So we've got a TV with Netflix and just normal channels. Oh, PlayStation as well. We've got a nice ping pong table, which is very fun in your breaks. We've got computers, obviously, for whoever wants to come and do some work. And then we have the kitchen. Kitchen is very nice and spacious, fairly clean to be fair. And yeah, we've got all the snacks. So the snack consultant, which is what we call on the mess committee, niced us, really niced us. So that's also, I highly recommend this. It's really nice. Like, it's just a hot chocolate, but it's a light version. So for those who want diet options, and then we've got loads of bars and some good stuff, instant soup and rice, some Nutella in there. We've got the whole shebang. There's actually a Quran here, I don't know why, but we'll just keep it there. Tea and coffee making stuff. Yeah, and then we have another room here, which is pretty cute. I guess you want to feel like you're in the middle of, on the seaside, then that's a perfect place to go. And I've got one more place to show you. In the meantime, I will show you that we've got loads of, so we had a pizza and pay mess event here by the BMA. It says hashtag ballot ready for the ballot that we want for junior doctor striking. This is the room to sleep in for on-call doctors. It's a bit of a mess. I've got my coffee. I made a mocha. Kind of basic mocha, but it's nice. It's still good. Anyways, I thought I'd just, come on here and continue the rest of my talk. I am on AMSS. It is a new ward for me, but again, ward cover is sort of the same. It's a medical ward, so it stands for Acute Medical Short Stay Unit. And essentially, patients could be medically unwell, or they come straight from A&E up to this ward, and then essentially they just stay there for a few days and hopefully go home. But it's not always the case for everyone. So we saw the patients who were looking like they could go home today first, so that we can get their discharge summaries or their GP letters done first thing, because that can delay the discharge for the patient. But actually none of the patients are going. Then and then we're seeing the rest of the patients now. One of the patients is quite well at the moment with a possible kidney infection. Booked a scan for them. And to book a scan, so you go on the system, you put in the details, you order, etc. And then you have to call up the radiologist on call, who for some scans you don't need to, but for other scans that have high radiation or they may need contrast, etc., you would definitely need to call the radiologist. So I spoke to him, his consultant, I met him before, it was very nice. Yeah, hopefully their scan will be done today. Got some bloods to do, and so it's me, an IMT2 and a consultant, and yeah, we just kind of split the ward in half. So I'm seeing nearly half the patients that need to be seen, and the IMT2 is seeing the other half. So it's a nice system. Then we also have another doctor who comes and does our discharge summaries, because it does take a bit of time. So it's a good use of resources, I guess, if you want to say that. But yeah, like, I'm like, yesterday I was doing psych, today I'm doing acute med, and then I'm back to psych for 2 days before I rotate to A&E on Wednesday, which I start on nights. So yeah, I'll show you guys what psych looks like. Today I'm excited because my friend, well, I actually met her last week for another friend, has kindly invited me around her house. Ekli Masri is Egyptian food. I'm excited. She asked me, what do you want? I said, you know, I was a bit like shy at first, just like, tell me what you want. And just, so I asked for mahshi, ورق عنب, so vine leaves, stuffed vine leaves. I think فراخ في الفرن. تقريبا I asked for goulash, which is I love it. It's like mincemeat and pastry, and you put it in the oven. It's like buttery and so good. I made her basbousa, which with my limited resources here actually turned out very nice, because I had a piece, obviously. We'll play some Monopoly deals. I stole them from my brother. I asked him, but I still stole them. And I think that's... Good morning, it's Monday. I am in my penultimate day of psychiatry, which I'm kind of actually sad about, because I really do love seeing patients. I'm currently in clinic. This is the clinic room, very nice and spacious, and I'm definitely gonna miss having my own room. Definitely, like, I think that's probably one of the biggest perks of doing community medicine. So this morning, before coming here, I had an online meeting. I wasn't there for very long, but it was an MDT that happens every Monday, between the doctors and the community nurses and the rest of the community mental health team. You just discuss patients in the community, what they're, how they've been doing, any like particular things that they need or assessments, etc. And so yeah, those sort of meetings are very useful, and it's good to hear from other members of the team who see the patient regularly, especially in their own home, just to get a bit more understanding about the patient's condition and how they're doing. So MDTs happen all the time throughout in all settings of health. It's a very important structure to have when it comes to ensuring the patient receives the best care. Anyways, I thought I'd just say that quite interesting, because I saw another patient that I had seen nearly over a week prior in acute med that I had, actually I saw them in A&E, clocked them in with the consultant, sort of did all the initial things that needed to be done, and then I saw them on that ward. I think, I don't know how long they were staying there for, but that was really cool. So and then yeah, I don't think I'll be able to show you guys A&E because it's very hectic. It's just not like, I don't think I'll actually even have time. There won't be anything interesting to show you because I can't show you A&E itself. Like, that's just breaking patient confidentiality and everyone who's working there and the hospital itself, etc. So that's just a no-go. But essentially, you've got patients who come to resus via ambulance. Or you've got patients who are either in a section called majors or minors. So those are usually in the waiting room. They come through via the waiting room. Either GP referrals, or they've come in their own accord because they're experiencing symptoms that they want to obviously get checked out ASAP. And then you and the rest of the team kind of just go through all of the all of the patients and clock them, etc. And either patients will be admitted and referred to the relevant team. So as a doctor, you're going to have to decide which team is this patient for, and call them to either call that team, that specialty, to come and either see the patient A&E or take them or refer them on to basically admit them under their care on that ward. I visited A&E when I'm on this rotation, on the psych rotation that I'm on, to see a patient who was deemed medically fit, and so the only way to explain the symptoms might have been from a psychiatry or mental health point of view. So yeah, I went to go see her, and so yeah, it's really cool. Like, I think it's really nice sort of experiencing different specialties and seeing them all like sort of cross paths. Like, you see someone on a different team that you were once on, and you're like, oh, I know what it's like to be on that team, or I know what they're doing, like, you know. And I think the foundation program has its pros and has its cons. You're spending 2 years in specialties that you may not be interested in. Some people say 1 year is enough to spend time in different specialties, and I do think I can discuss that at a different time, but I value the experience and that I've had in different specialties so far, and the skills that I've gained. So yeah, it's been good. I think hopefully it gets better, but that's me being on a 9-to-5 job. So it's like the stress levels aren't as high as opposed to like A&E or other quite a lot more busy rotations. So yeah, my mind is rested and I'm able to say that. But yeah, so also on the weekend was really cute. Like I said, my friend invited us round for dinner. Insert video here. We played Monopoly Deals. We had shay and dates and buzzballs. Well, we didn't have buzzballs, but it was there. We played Monopoly Deals. That was really fun. And then yesterday, Sunday, went out with, again, one of the girls. And then we went to Starbucks, and that was it was a much needed praline hot chocolate. It's elite. Like, I think, to be fair, the barista that made it yesterday didn't make it very well. Another one, she made it with so much love and affection. Honestly, it was the best hot chocolate I've ever had. And my friend, she took me to the mosque because there's like halakas there for children from the Egyptian community. So the mums, it's really cute. The mums, what they do is they basically take the time out on Sundays, and they all gather, everyone's children come together, and they split them up in groups, and they all discuss in each like group, which is a halakha, talking about an like Islamic topic. The group that we joined, we kind of just go to like, you know, just interact and like see how the kids are doing, etc. Talking about the stories of the prophets, and it's really cute. And I think it's such a nice, like, it's very reassuring to know that when I have kids, there's you know, this sort of thing can happen, and it does still happen, and the Islamic faith will not be lost, and you know, children will be enthusiastic, etc. So yeah, it has restored my faith. But yeah, that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say, to be honest. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you next week.